Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to show you my journey to Kasauli. Okay, so we are all set in to go, and I'm traveling with my uncle and aunt. So here we are in the car, and this is my uncle and aunt, and we are all set to go. Very excited, and it's very hot in Chandigarh, so it's very relieving feeling for us to go to a place which is very cool. So let's see, it's gonna be fun. And here is the toll tax. Seriously, man, I hate toll stops. Seriously. हमरा ही है हमरा ही है हमरा जी है ओ, हमरा ही है हमरा ही है हमरा. Here we see the tip of the mountain. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Can we see the tip? Here we are almost about to reach the Himachal Pradesh. We cross the border. We can see this illustration. It's beautiful, and we are on the hilly roads. We are swirling around it, and it's totally amazing. We can feel the cold breeze, and we already checked the temperature. It's dropping, and we are full of exciting adventures. As you can see, the nature is overwhelming. You can't see this in cities, right? जाना है दौड़ तुझे सतरंगी समा है हाथ रंगी फिजा है क्यों है ना बोलो ना सतरंगी समा है हाथ रंगी फिजा है क्यों है ना. Here's a little tip. If you don't want to go to Kasauli anywhere crowded, so here you can see there are little resorts. They're very lovely, out of the crowd. You can spend a weekend here. That's pretty good. So it's just a little tip if you want to take that. मेरा दिल कहीं दूर पहाड़ों में खो गया मेरा दिल कहीं दूर पहाड़ों में खो गया उससे मिले हुए मुझको तो अरसा हो गया. So we came across this magnificent Shiva temple. Though we didn't went inside, there was a little traffic here, so our car was stuck right in front of it. It's pretty lovely. So I haven't visited it. If you got time, please do visit this place. This looks wonderful from outside. Here we are, we reached our destination. The weather is awesome. Now we are heading towards our hotel, and you won't believe me, the weather is fantastic. It's just so much better, and we are now heading towards it. It's a little bit crowded today because it's it's Sunday. So, it's gonna be a little crowdy. And I see a little doggo here. He's very sweet. He turned out to be very friendly later on. And yeah, here we go. And now we enter our hotel. This is our hotel. We entered it. Yeah, it's pretty nice. The view is awesome. Now you can see the view, see the view. Oh my god, it's just lovely. Lovely breeze. मेरी सी परनीत आ जाओ ना तो सही ऐसी मन की है सच्ची तुम हो सितारों की परे हुई गलती सॉरी हमने गाया तुम क्यों से. This is bun samosa. This is one of the famous stuff here, and you should must try it. It's a must try, and it's lovely and it's very tasty, guys. Now we come to the main thing, guys. This is Sharma and Bros studio. It's around 80 to 90 years old, and it has all these famous personalities pictures they have clicked, like Shah Rukh Khan, Shahid Kapoor, Pankaj Tripathi. You can see Shah Rukh Khan right there. I'll zoom in a little. Yeah, so you can see Shah Rukh Khan, and we also have Supriya Pathak and very famous characters like that. And as you can see in this picture, Supriya Pathak, and we have Paresh Rawal as well.
right? We have Dimple Kapadia, many famous personalities they have captured, and it's more than 90 years or 80 years old. So it was completely magnificent to see, and it was quite aesthetic, I would say, to go into, the past and everything with the pictures. I also spent a lot of time here.
हम तो हो गए जमा धीरे धीरे थालमा अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जना हम तो हो गए जमा धीरे धीरे थालमा अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जना
Now, here we see an uncle. He makes chole kulche. I heard he has been visited by many food vloggers. He makes it very tasty, and to be honest, I found it very tasty, but it was way too much spicy for me. I like, ha, but uncle and auntie found it very tasty, and he gives it on a reasonable price. Definitely, we should, visit him once. Here I move towards a statue. All of you who have visited Kasauli must know that there is one statue established in the name of Major Dhyan Chand. He was also known as the wizard or the magician of Indian hockey, as he had a super ball control on the hockey field, and I guess he was one of the best in our Indian hockey.
सामान पान सोचा नहीं दो बार चेहरों की गिरफ्त लगा मैं एक गहरी सांस लेकर सब भूला भाई जादू सा है कुछ सवा में झंझट से दूर हूँ पड़ोसी की पीटी नहीं सुनी आज जो करो जो करना नहीं डरना कुछ अभी भी सोचे क्या सोचे की दुनिया रहने दो या जाना मुझे घर नहीं इनको विचारों की है जड़ वही ये जो चमके तारे मेरे पे पूरी रात प्रकृति साथ है वो जो करीब पास नहीं हम गरीब बात में फिर भी जीत जारी है अतीत की चादर ओढ़े खोया आज उन गुफाओं में है चंदा जाके पीछे चुपटा रात इन पहाड़ों की.
So here we are, entered the heritage market and halted at the restaurant. Here we had fried momos and virgin mojito, and then straight we go to the exploring the market. Yeah, we were looking at some funky stuff like kids, but although it had very aesthetic products, we also bought few stuff. But auntie had something in her head, she wanted to prank probably uncle, and she was playing with this snake, and yeah, it was nice. And now it's time for coconut water. Reminder, keep yourself hydrated no matter where you are. That's the auntie's reminder to everyone. So yeah, she's enjoying it. Yeah, she's enjoying it. That's nice, and it's wonderful, she says. So yeah, keep yourself hydrated, guys, no matter even if you're traveling. It's a little reminder. Ta-da. So here we are back at the hotel to take some rest. We had a lunch, and you know what? It's a wonderful view out here. Wonderful. I'm just in love with the view. I can keep on recording for days and days. And it's, you know what? It's Uno time. Da 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 da. And here it is, our another friend. Her name is Kai. She was in Husky, and she was such a cutie. She greeted everyone on the road. And if you're here for the first time, I'm a crazy animal lover. And here I'm gonna introduce you to my langur. He was such a naughty boy. He snatched everyone's snacks and he scared the hell out of them. But yeah, and it's finally time for us to, get out of the Heritage Hotel and go get our coats because it was getting super cold right now. No, I won't say it was super cold, but yeah, a little bit of cold. As you can see in front of me, Kasauli military camp, right? Sorry, and everything. It was just getting cold. Now we need to head towards the hotel. But before we head towards the hotel, we need to have this momos. This is called Thingkuk momos. You should try it. It's half fried and half steamed. It's a special Tibetan kind of momos. Definitely try. And here is there's a church. It's a Kasauli church of 1844. It was very lovely church, and it gave all the British vibe in, and the surrounding was filled with nature. As you can see, there's a whole lot of planting. It wasn't very big church, but yeah, it gave me vibes inside me, and to be very honest, I watched the Nun a day before, and all I was thinking about was some nun is gonna come out, and I was laughing about it. But anyways, it was a very pretty lovely church, and it was made in the colonial times and still survives. It's more than 100 years old, and you can see the surrounding. It's very peaceful. Even if you can sit here on a rainy day, probably it was just awesome, right? It gives you a Ruskin Bond vibes somewhere. Yeah, just in the Missouri vibes. But yeah, it's a pretty good experience. And very sorry I wasn't able to shoot inside the church, as they had a big board inside it, and outside also, which is claimed there's no videography or photography allowed inside the church. So even though I'm heading towards the church, but they didn't allow me to shoot anything. And here we are taking out our shoes, and here we are getting inside. The only thing I was able to take this Jhumar, or whatever you say, a ceiling light. And here we go outside. Now this portion was particularly very creepy, right? Even though we did a photo shoot here, me, auntie and uncle, but it was a little creepy. I guess that's the reason we did a photo shoot here. And yeah, it gave a little creepy vibes that somebody's gonna come out the door, and it's gonna be like horror movies. यहाँ पे तो 10 साल से कोई नहीं आया. And here's a picture of my auntie who bought lassi instead of a vanilla shake, and she's enjoying it anyway because she loves both of them. And now finally we are heading towards our hotel, and there's the balcony of the hotel. It's pretty lovely. We spent quite a lot of time here, me, uncle and auntie. We did a crazy photo shoot which we can't mention in the vlog, and it's finally time for dinner. And here we decided for chicken chow mein and thupka. If you have visited the hills, you probably know thupka is a traditional Tibetan food, and we had a dinner so on, and we enjoyed it. And it's finally time for us to go. Hope you enjoyed.
आज मेरे मेरे पास दिल को सुकून तू दे दे जाना आज मेरे मेरे पास दिल को सुकून तू दे दे जाना सेज